Oh, these dogs
Where?
in that car.
Dog.
Yep, indeed.
I love my dog.
I love you, son.
The fires prompted evacuations as they sprung up throughout Oklahoma. Firefighters from Arkansas and Louisiana were arriving over the weekend to assist local firefighters as they battled the blazes. Governor Kevin Stitt said the fires come from what he called a perfect storm of extremely low humidity and high winds.
We should have a couple good days in a row here to get all the fires out, because there's a little bit of risk coming back in maybe Monday or Tuesday.
Stitt reported no direct fatalities from the fires except for a motorist who died driving into smoke. State officials say FEMA will be on the ground at the beginning of the coming week to assess the damage. For NPR News, I'm Max Bryan in Tulsa.
This is NPR News from Washington. It was long thought that only simple microbes could convert nitrogen from their surroundings into the form needed to create essential building blocks of life. But a new discovery shows that a more complex organism, a single-celled alga, can do it too. Ari Daniel has more.
Some 140 million years ago, a free-living bacteria that could grab all the nitrogen it wanted fused with an ancient algal cell. Tyler Cole is a biologist at UC Santa Cruz.
One cell engulfs another and then doesn't digest it, but rather incorporates it into its own body.
Over time, the bacteria jettisoned some of its genes, and the algae became dependent on the nitrogen it was receiving, until eventually each one could no longer live without the other. The result was a cellular structure that can transform nitrogen into something useful. The researchers say perhaps one day it could be introduced to crops to allow them to convert their own nitrogen without relying on external fertilizer. For NPR News, I'm Ari Daniel.
2 astronauts stuck at the International Space Station for 9 months may finally get a ride home. A SpaceX rocket took off yesterday, and it's on track to reach the orbiting outpost tonight, with a return trip expected next week. Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams arrived at the orbiting outpost 9 months ago in what was supposed to be a week-long mission, but their Boeing Starliner capsule malfunctioned and it came back empty. The SpaceX rocket is carrying the replacements, 2 from the U.S., 1 from Russia, and 1 from Japan. I'm Janine Herbst, NPR News in Washington.
Support for NPR comes from NPR stations. Other contributors include the Cy Sims Foundation, partnering with organizations and people since 1985, working for a better and more just future for all. More information is available at cysimsfoundation.org.
This show is supported by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance, home of Snapshot, offering a personalized rate on car insurance based on safe driving habits. More at progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE. Snapshot is not available in California or from all agents. Snap Judgment is supported by BetterHelp, committed to helping clients with issues ranging from relationship challenges and goal setting to grief and depression. Learn more at betterhelp.com/public.
Snap Studios. Okay, 6th grade, rural Michigan. Close to where we live, there's a living stable where the rich folk keep their...
She's on the other side now.
Oh,
Yeah, you can understand. You can understand what she says and stuff. You can understand what she says and stuff now. It was bad. It was really, really shitty. Yeah. See you
oh,
later. Your mother.
oh yeah.
Asking about your mother.
Yeah, the other day, she was like, when we went to Chick-fil-A, she was like, yeah, I'm not calling her I was like, I'm not calling her back anymore because I could barely hear her and it sounds like she could barely talk.
Yeah.
That one was messed up, but you know what was funny as hell?
What?
When we went to Gastonia and we called her to ask if she wanted some, and she had the TV like really, really loud. I was like, Mommy, I could hear you. I could hear the TV better than I can hear you right now.
Yeah.
And I'm deaf. And we went to a Mancino gathering and they were talking about that, and I said that and everybody laughed. Yeah, that sports bar in DC had that TV so loud, Gammy would have been able to hear it clearly. And that's the man. See, that's the way Moo and Brew is.